with the IV site. That is when the execution team can discuss with the warden, who would discuss with the director whether it's approved and appropriate to use intramuscular injection. If it is approved to use intramuscular injection, a person who is trained again in the drugs and in intramuscular injection procedures would enter the room and inject the intramuscular drug into one of the large muscles on the inmate. Generally, that would be a thigh, a deltoid, something like that. Again, that injection will contain 10 milligrams of midazolam and 40 milligrams of hydromorphone. Our execution protocol also includes assessment 5 minutes after that intramuscular injection is given. The medically trained person would again enter the room, check for breathing. If the inmate was still breathing, they could give a second injection of 10 milligrams midazolam, 40 milligrams of hydromorphone. If, again, they would assess the inmate 5 minutes later. If another injection was required, it would just be hydromorphone that was given in the third injection. Once the inmate is no longer breathing, you will see the curtains close. At the time the curtain closes, coroner enters the room, checks for any signs of life, and pronounces the inmate dead. The inmate dead, in time of death. 40, whatever, 10, 20. If the execution team members feel like they either can't establish a usable IV site or they're concerned that they could not maintain a usable IV site, they would discuss that with the warden, who would discuss it also with the director, and the decision would be made at that time. But again, one of the changes in the execution protocol is they can establish either one or two IV sites. And if for some reason they either couldn't establish that site or the site became unusable and had to be abandoned, then they could move to the intramuscular backup system.
Julie, did you say that when the inmate is here on the table, that it would be easier for him to see the victims?
No, his family is here. And so because of the incline, generally he's looking at his family or friends or attorneys or whomever he has designated as his three witnesses. He has to turn his head and make an effort to see the victims.
Julie,